Same people that cheer you one day. They boo you the next. There are those people out there right now waiting for him to fail.
And if I was him, I'd be tired of hearing about it. Because at the core, I feel like he wants the same thing my grandfather wanted. He just wants to drive, man. Can I just drive? And the answer to that is no, you can't.
The best way to fight it is to prove them wrong. Get out there and you win. That's how you beat them.
So here we go. He's got his shot. A paradigm-shifting opportunity that could change the face of NASCAR as we know it.
Before the season began, I predicted that Bubba Wallace was probably going to point his way into the playoffs. Well, let's just say he's not off to a terrific start. Right now, he is currently sitting 22nd in the Cup Series standings and is 58 points back, so basically more than a full race behind. So it's made me ask this question: what is going wrong for Bubba Wallace so far this season? So let's get right into it. So in the offseason, the hype was huge for Bubba Wallace. He was becoming the very first African-American driver to race full-time in the Cup Series since Wendell Scott in the early 70s. Then you have sponsors such as Click and Close, STP, and Air Force coming on. Not for a full-time sponsorship type deal, but just for a couple of races here and there. So when the team arrived at Daytona, they had pretty decent speed in the duels, and in the Daytona 500, I figured it'd be cool if they finished inside the top 10. But then a huge wreck happens, and he ends up finishing second, which is a huge accomplishment, becoming the highest finishing African-American in Daytona 500 history. But I realized that this was probably going to be short-lived, because the next week they went to Atlanta, and this happened.
Trouble turn 2. Keep it low, get it as low as you can. But I can't see. 10-4, stop, they'll come see you here. Check up, ready, check up. See, bud, can't see it all on the brake. Oh, what the hell he was doing? He just drove straight in the back of the 17. Tires, slow crew, fix the damage.
Yeah, so you see where I'm going with this, right? And even before that wreck happened, he was running in the mid-20s at best. So let's take a look how his season has gone thus far.
So bad in traffic. Just don't know what the this car's gonna do each and every lap. Fine over here. I can hit the broad side of the car over at 3 and 4. Moves over for the 88. Such a he'll mirror drive you all day if you let him. Don't waste no time. Front, back, side to side. Now we make the ride. Just made that up. It'll drop me quick. We lost 2 tenths trying to sink down the front stretch, so let's not do that the rest of the day. All right, I'll just be an ass then. Whatever. Bet you'll be clear as day on radio, sweetheart. I was just so confused coming in. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? I about run over to 88 and everybody. Halfway down, I realized I was in third, so all good. Take it off here. We'll be fine. Adam back. Clear down. Easy, easy.
Trouble, we got a car. It's Alex Bowman. Got spun around. We're going to collect another couple, 3 cars.
Mark it down, mark it down. A lot of cars coming. Be ready, guys. Never touched him if he says anything. Bubba, just get on my door. The 6 got loose and I checked up and then just turned around. Don't worry about it. We'll get you fixed up. He bounced off the apron, got sideways there. But I never touched him. Yeah, he got the apron, got loose in front of you, and you did a good job to even stay off of him when he was doing that. Yeah, simple.
So as you can see, it has not been a good start to the season. But what is the main issue here? Why isn't Bubba running well? Well, maybe let's start off with the fact that he's driving for Richard Petty Motorsports, a team that has not been relevant since the early 80s.
Now comes the hard part.
What's that?
Can you help me move in?
Not a chance.
Listen, I totally understand you not wanting to help him move into his new house, but the least you could do is give him a decent race car! I mean, for God's sakes, he complains about the car literally every single race. I mean, he has no chance here. And look at the team itself. It doesn't seem like they're in harmony either. I mean, just listen to the soundbite at Richmond.
Where we have to finish? We're close to coming. Coming to you. Hey, where's the mark? We weren't coming yet. I just told you to do your 80s. Pass-through penalty, commitment line violation. We have got to get better communication. Because y'all talking to each other every weekend.
So now let's move on to Bristol. At Bristol, his car looked great in that first half of the race, okay? He was able to come up and take the lead from both Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. But then they completely mess up the setup. And he doesn't even finish inside the top 12. He finishes 16th a lap down. What the heck is wrong with this team?
Holy shit, I don't know where we went wrong. So Just my mind's like 1,000 miles per hour right now, just trying to figure out what in the hell went wrong. But it just shows the hard work that we're doing. Small team making big gains. That's what we need. Going up there, passing for the lead, and doing all that fun stuff. I was pumped. I was excited, and I'm just as shook as all of you guys. I have no idea where it went wrong. We went from leading the race to probably the absolute worst car out there. Mine is blown right now.
See, I gotta respect Bubba even more for this. He's not blaming his team and all that stuff. I mean, he's really taking this in stride. He's not giving up. But I mean, take a look at Eric Almirola and how well he's running with Stewart-Haas. I mean, he's taken the worst team at Stewart-Haas to basically a playoff team since Danica Patrick has left. And he only got 1 win in 6 seasons with Richard Petty Motorsports. So it's clearly not the driver, it's the team. The team is absolute garbage. So it is still the beginning of the season. We're not even halfway through the season yet. So my hope is they'll get things turned around. But I don't know, just the way this team is looking, it doesn't seem like they're going to get it fixed anytime soon. So my hope is that Bubba can get out of this sticky situation as soon as possible and go to a really competitive team. That's my hope. So his 2018 stats so far are this: 0 wins, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, an average finish of 20.8, and is currently 22nd in the standings. Still, despite the struggles, I am remaining loyal and I am still supporting Bubba Wallace 100%. So here's to hoping that he can get this whole thing turned around. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.